What's up, Titan fans? How we doing? Look, I am back. I was wanting to give a quick little update about myself, situation, the channel, and a little post-game show about what happened last week with the Tennessee Titans and the Miami Dolphins. But first off, look, I got hit by the hurricane, all right? I ended up losing power for about a week. I had to evacuate. I'm back now. I came back a couple days ago when the power came back on, but since I've been back, the cell phone service was completely out. I'm talking, my thing said SOS, zero service, and then the home internet is out as well. So there was no way I could upload videos. I was just completely off the grid. But cell phone service did come up yesterday, so I can run stuff off my hotspot. So after doing a little catching up, cleaning up around the house and everything, I'm finally able to make a video today. I will upload it via hotspot. Now they're saying the regular home internet should be up later today. They're estimating about 5 p.m. So hopefully that gets up and going. And then I can maintain this normal schedule throughout the week. As you know, shorts Monday through Friday, all throughout the week. Monday's typically a post-game show, but we have a bye-up coming. Friday is the pregame show, which will be happening with the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. That will be on this week. And then also the watch party will be available. And you can come tune in live, watch the game with me, chat with me, talk about anything Titans related, whatever you want to talk about. I read all the comments. Just make sure to comment down below. And then also, look, I'm still recovering partially. You know, the storm ended up putting a little baseball hole in the roof that I have. You know, put some water damage in. We got a little brown spot in one of the bedrooms from the water leaking in through the hole. We ended up getting shingles torn completely off the house on all sides, basically. You know, there's still some up there, but we have a lot of big spots and just missing shingles completely. You know, the fence in our backyard's got a big lean to it. It looks like it's about to fall over, but all that will get fixed and handled with time. But let's go ahead and dive into things. Let's get into this post-game show. I know it's like, oh, it was a week ago. You know, this is Sunday. New games are happening today. The Vikings are playing live right now. I did start to watch the game, but I was like, let me go ahead and do this video real quick. And then, you know, I'll continue watching that game. But the Tennessee Titans beat the Miami Dolphins 31-12 last week on Monday Night Football. I'm talking prime time. We have the Dolphins number. Last year it was an upset. This year isn't really too much of an upset because they were playing Huntley from the streets. He's only been on the team for about a week, but we ended up beating them because, I mean, their other option with Thompson and Boyle, they did not look good in the games they did play. But hey, Will Levis came out there. He was 3 or 4, threw an interception, tried to play hero ball, dove, hurt his shoulder. He got out. You saw him wincing in pain on the sideline. The next thing you know, he had his helmet on. He was hyped up, trying to get back in the game. We love that dog about him, but we know it would have just made things worse. And then we got to see what the Brian Callahan offense looked like without Will Levis out there throwing all these interceptions, you know, flicking the ball, you know, so we got to see what it actually looked like. And I know Mason Rudolph, he's a very conservative quarterback. He's going to deke and dunk it throughout the game. And they didn't even let him throw it that much. I mean, he was 9 of 17 for 85 yards, 0 tutties, but the big thing is 0 turnovers, no interceptions, no fumbles, no flicks, nothing like that. He wasn't diving for his life. He wasn't doing anything like that. I mean, he did get sacked once, so the O-line held up. And it could have been because they didn't throw the ball that much. It could have been just because it was a quick little deke and dunks. He wasn't trying to wait for the big long play to happen, you know, trying to throw it deep down the field. No, it was just quick, short little passes. And, you know, it worked. I mean, we put up 31 points. A lot of it was because of our defense. You know, we ended up getting a safety. Our defense dominated. But before we get to the D, let's go ahead and talk about this rushing game. Pollard looked good, 22 carries, 88 yards, and a tutty. He looked good out there. I mean, did have that long 41-yard touchdown run. If you take that away, it's 21 carries for what, like 47 yards, which doesn't look that good, but that one long run does boost the stats. Tyjae Spears, he did carry it 15 times for 39 yards, got a tutty. Now, receiving game didn't look that good. D-Hop only had 2 catches for 31 yards. Boyd, same thing, 2 catches, 31 yards. And then the other receivers, I mean, they didn't really do much out there. Defense is where it dominated, though. Kenneth Murray ended up getting 9 total tackles, 6 solo, 1 tackle for loss. Sebastian Joseph Day ended up getting a sack with a tackle that counted as a tackle for loss. He got a couple QB hits as well. Harold Landry ended up getting another sack. I think he's got a sack in every game now. He has 4 sacks on the season, I believe it is. So he's looking good. He looks like he's back. He ended up getting a couple QB hits. But the big thing on defense was T. Sweat. I know his stat sheet doesn't super light it up, right? He had 6 total tackles, 3 solo, 2 tackles for loss. But this man was disrupting plays every play. I mean, he was always in the backfield. He was making runs that were supposed to go up the middle, go to the outside. Miami tried doing a lot of things that the Packers did that was successful with Malik Willis. They tried doing some read option plays. They tried doing a lot of pitch plays to the outside, sweeps, and those wide receiver screens that killed us, a couple weeks ago whenever we played the Packers. It's good to see that the Titans defense was able to adapt and evolve and, pick up on that stuff, where last week it looked like we had no clue what to do on a wide receiver screen. We were just lost in the sauce. The flats were open almost every play against the Packers, but this week we ended up picking up on it and we were able to stop it, so it's good to see us be able to adapt. I mean, and then also, don't forget about L'Jarius Sneed. He was shut down. I mean, Tyreek Hill only had 4 catches for 23 yards. And I know he wasn't on him every play, but he was on him a majority of the time. L'Jarius Sneed looked good out there. What a pickup in the offseason, I'm telling you. This man's going to do great for us. Hopefully he's with us long term, and it's not just like a 1 or 2 year thing. I mean, I think he's outstanding. I know he has his knee issues, but this man can play. He can ball. And then also, what's his name? Jarvis Brownlee Jr. He came in, did a good job. I know we have injuries in the secondary, but he did step up. He played very well as well. You can look at his PFF grades. I don't have it pulled up, but I know he did outstanding. But that's about all I have for today's episode. I was just wanting to give a quick update, let everybody know I am back. The schedule throughout the week is back to normal. Give a quick little post-game thing about the Dolphins. And look, go ahead. If you have anything about the Dolphins game you want to talk about, or anything about the upcoming game, or you just have some personal questions, don't forget to leave that comment down below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and tighten up, baby.